All right, this is case number 254120 SM, the people of the state of Michigan versus Joseph Charles Manville. We are here for an arraignment. Mr. Manville, you met with somebody from Community Corrections today, and they got your phone number, address, and email address. Do you remember doing that? And was that all valid information?
Yes.
Did you have the opportunity to meet with somebody from the Defender's office today?
With who?
Somebody from the Defender's office today?
I did.
I have a complaint that alleges that on or about September 18th, 2025 in Springville Township of Westwood County, it is alleged that you committed the offense of domestic violence second. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year in jail and or a fine of $1,000, and consecutive sentencing may be imposed if it happened in a place of confinement. Do you understand those charges and the potential penalties?
I do.
Do you remember reading and signing an advice of rights form at the jail, talk about your rights to an attorney and your rights to a trial? Yes. Did you understand those rights?
Yes.
Do you understand that you had the right to be represented by an attorney at all phases throughout this process? And if you could not afford one, one would be appointed to represent you at public expense, but you may be required to repay a portion of that expense. Do you understand that?
I do.
Today, do you plan to hire an attorney, represent yourself, or request the appointment of an attorney?
So,
Okay, that's certainly your option. In order to do that, I have to make sure that that plea is knowing, and or that waiver is knowing and voluntary. So you seemed a little, maybe not certain about that. So are you certain that you want to represent yourself?
I thought that's why I met up with him.
So they're required to meet everybody before an arraignment, and then it's up to you to decide whether or not you want to request an appointment of an attorney. So are you requesting the appointment of an attorney, the way it sounds? What is your current source of income?
I make 23 an hour
You have a job, so
yeah,
okay.
Sorry.
Where do you work?
At Story Basement Technologies.
All right. All right, court will make a referral to the public defender's office for the appointment of an attorney. We'll enter a not guilty plea on your behalf, and we'll set the matter for a pretrial. That's a hearing that's held here in the district court in which your attorney and the prosecutor will get together to see if there's a way to resolve the case short of going to trial. You also have the right to have a bond set. Your bond is based upon the probability of you appearing at future court appointments, the seriousness of the offense charged, and the threat that you pose to the public. Historically, counsel, I show an 05, a home invasion third, 08, retail fraud third, 15, a domestic violence, 15, an operating while intoxicated, 15, an attempted resist and obstruct, 16, an OWI second, and in 22, an OWI third. Praxis scores him at a risk level 2, so low risk. Any comments regarding bond, Ms. O'Mara?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Manville lives in Mesick. He's lived there for multiple years. He's been employed at the basement tech place that he mentioned earlier for since 2012. So it's very stable income. He's not going to get fired because he's in jail, so he will have a source of income. He has 3 children who he's 50-50 custody of. 1 week on, 1 week off. His week starts next week. This week. I think there's supposed to be. Okay. My apologies. The alleged victim in this case is would live with him, and I know that it's not typical and it's never granted, but I'd ask that there not be no contact order so that he can remain in his house and with his children in his house. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Collins.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would ask for a no contact provision here with Tara Newman, as well as no alcohol with random testing. Defendant did admit to law enforcement that he had been drinking. There was also a PBT of 0.216 at the jail. I do think some kind of monetary bond is appropriate, given this is a second offense. It appears to be repetitive behavior, which is dangerous, presents a danger to the community.
What are the allegations?
She was holding the keys to one of her motorcycles in her hand when the defendant ran up, grabbed her wrist and tried to get the keys from her while she was telling him to get away. And it was, I think the victim's child witnessed this as well, and her account was consistent with the victim's account, with the defendant aggressively grabbing the victim's wrist to take the keys, according to the victim's child.
Your Honor, if I may say one thing, mentioned it's the second DV, the DV was from 2015, so it's been a decade, so.
Okay, thank you. All right, Mr. Manville, I am going to release you on your own personal recognizance. I do not necessarily find, while you do have some assault behavior in your past, it's been, as Ms. O'Mara pointed out, a decade since you were convicted of that. So I do not find that you are a threat to the community. So I am going to release you on a personal recognizance bond. You are to appear as ordered, keep your contact information current, not leave the state without permission, and to commit no new crimes. Because this is alleged to have occurred while you were under the influence at a .216 at the jail, and the fact that you have 3 prior drunk drivings in your past, that causes the court some concern. So I am going to order that you not consume any alcohol, and you'll be subject to random testings. Now, what that means is that you'll have to check a number to see if your number is called, and then you'll have to present yourself for testing. Even though I have ordered random, you have the ability to go on daily testing if that's something that you wanted to do. That would be a blow machine that you take with you and blow when you're supposed to blow, but that's between you and community corrections to work out.
Okay.
I'm also going to order that you not have any contact with Tara Newman, and that you not act in any threatening, intimidating, or harassing behavior. Now, no contact means no contact in any kind, not by phone, text, email, social media, or anybody acting on your behalf. Do you understand that?
Yes, what's gonna be the best way for me to be able to get my belongings?
You can talk to your counsel about that.
Okay.
All right.